nice. Welcome to the show.
They are? We're on? I just dropped the S-bomb.
I know. Maybe you guys heard that. Maybe you didn't. Welcome to the show. You're at the Gathering Point, and for a dinner snack, which, Chris, there's still dinner out, we wanted popcorn for dessert. So Jake had a great idea. We're going to make some popcorn because, right, what do? You take dried corn, add some heat, special glove.
The best special glove.
I won't use those fingers.
All right, let's give it the sizzle.
Ooh, interesting. I thought it would stick to it. It's not.
It's poppling. Poppling?
Well, these are going to catch on fire. Where's the popcorn? Popcorn? Pop. You just ruined our visual.
No, I'm tacoing it.
The corn hot dog.
It's
corn dog, right?
The corn was cold or whatever. What am I looking for? Dried. Isn't that what popcorn is? Can you guys tell us in the chat why this experiment failed?
It didn't fail.
Why did the popcorn not pop? There's the title for the YouTube video.
Why did the popcorn not pop? That's the start of a great story.
It is.
Sounds like a joke on a popsicle stick.
And turn it over. Welcome, everyone. You are live here at the Glass Academy where we are
Big piece of glass.
doing a show.
Whoa. What are we making today, man?
It's called The Gathering Point.
We're about to make something radical.
You want to introduce the players, Oliver, and then I'll take over?
I can introduce the players. Hey, everybody. That's Jake.
It's me.
Over here, that's Michelle.
There she is.
Over here, we got Bess.
Hey guys.
And right over there, walk by that door, you just saw him. That was Chris. You'll see him later. He might need to eat a little bit.
And I will take
One
this.
more zoom on that sweet piece of corn.
Look at that
Wait,
corn over
what
here.
is your name?
Oh, hey, everybody. I'm Oliver. Good to be
right.
back on the show.
Zoom.
And check that out.
Oliver.
So it's
I'm going to real
burnt
quick
corn.
take this
rid
marver
of
out
the
of
corn.
here. I'm going to real quick decorn.
Corn removal
It's like
process.
Station.
stage. Prop 101 is moving away.
It's real quiet when I do it, everybody.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, here's what we're doing tonight. All right, next is a feathered quick Calmo pitcher. Why is it quick? Like Nestle's quick?
It's the technique. Technique has been improved. Well, not necessarily improved. There's different ways to do this color tech, but
I got it.
All right, Bess is telling. Oh, look at that. Check.
yeah.
Yeah, Bess.
Corn
We're staying
complete.
on track. We
Oh,
have
I got some of my
discovered-
hair on the floor. I
Is
didn't
it
mean
cool
to do
enough
that.
you think we could put the LED on without the camera
We could try
exploding?
it.
Let's give it a shot.
I
I
got
just
it.
put it on.
Lights are on.
I want to say we are so crazy busy with lots of things going on that we needed our checklist back.
We needed it for the mental clarity today.
So there it is.
But Renaissance Festival is going really nice. Everyone who came out to see us this past weekend, thank you. It was really good to see Max and Karen.
What is a Renaissance Festival?
Some amazing people.
Well, it's like medieval times, Lord of the Rings, and nowadays like anime as well, all wrapped up into one historical event where everyone's just down the clown and have a good time.
Who
I
knows
feel
what
like
it
when
really
I
is.
was out there, everybody was dressed in like anything goes. Like there were some interesting costumes. There was dinosaurs.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, those are so
Yeah.
funny. Like the puffy dinosaurs, the Halloween costume.
Jake, what am I shaping this bit for the purpose of?
A beautiful, thin spiral trail with the opportunity for featherage.
Do you need the
Okay.
rollers? Because we just rolled them away.
I'm not going to need the rollers. I'm going to do it by hand, but I will need the feathering tool when we're all done with that, Oliver. And what
Perfect.
we're doing,
I have that out for you.
You don't think you do?
No, I
Well-
definitely do. Just don't look at me with the camera real quick.
This is going to be a really cool item, folks. Today, the show is all about decanters, and we've got some really cool new color techs that we want to experiment with, and we want some different shapes that we want to experiment with here. And also, I mean, this was already in the plan to go down since a couple weeks ago, because that's how we've got our shows planned out at this point. Why don't you load up like 2 or 3 good coats of regular gold on top of that gold to kind of beef it up a little bit as well. And then it might have some extra crazy action going on.
Frit
We're gonna have to
on
make this
top
thing
of bar.
stretch. Yeah.
We've already got a lot of people tuning in and watching.
All right, where are they from, Bess?
Marianne says, hi, checking in from New Jersey. Mary is here from Hudsonville, Michigan. Mary Lou is here from Perkiomenville, Pennsylvania.
Hey, Lou.
Carol's here from Sarnia. Kathleen is here from Highland, Michigan. Lacey says hello. Hannah says hi from Sweden. My husband came home today from the hospital. Glad to hear it, Hannah. Woo, glad he's doing
to
better.
hear that.
Pat's here from Shelby Township. Carrie is here from Connecticut. Loretta says, good evening, everyone. Karen says hi from Livonia. Over on the YT side, Angel says, hello, Masters of Glassblowing. Have a great day and show from Argentina.
Woo.
Nice.
He said, at noon, I watched the video of the fair. I really liked it. Very cool. Glad to hear you liked that. Dan is here from Nova Scotia and eating popcorn. How fun.
Hey!
Norman
You can't be
says,
the only
good
person
evening.
eating popcorn out there.
So we did have a couple people say maybe it didn't pop because it was still connected to the cob, or do we need oil to make popcorn?
Oil, well, an air popper would just be hot air and it would pop.
Yeah, so
Maybe later in the show, if I can knock some kernels off a thing, we could drop a patty on, preheat the marber, and then throw them on the marber.
Those kernels felt a little flimsy to me anyway.
What does that mean, flimsy kernel?
They were a little soft. I don't think a soft kernel would pop. I think a rock solid kernel from
like
the,
it wasn't dried enough?
Yeah. I think it had some moisture, which, speaking of moisture, I'm reading the book Dune right now, and I've heard the word moisture in my own head probably like 100 times over the past 5 days.
Because there's no moisture in Dune?
Water's so important.
Yeah, water is sparse.
So it looks like only certain kinds of corn will pop. It has to be a certain, what do they call them, like strain or
Like
breed
a brand or
yeah,
variety? Or
variety.
you know, like, I don't know.
Here's another player of the show, fresh off the taco table.
Let's smash 3 tacos, guys, in a minute.
No way. You only had
Where?
time for 2.
I swear.
But I did hear something about popcorn.
Yeah.
It's got to be popcorn.
You're saying that wasn't popcorn, that was regular corn?
Probably sweet corn or something from like the UP, but there's a certain type of corn you grow
Okay,
that's
get it ripping.
popcorn. And then there's regular corn that doesn't pop like popcorn.
That was like feed corn?
Then there's like GMO corn that has no anything in it except for corn dust.
Just sugar.
Sugar,
Syrup.
right.
Just has corn,
Corn
sugar.
syrup.
It's only raised to make corn syrup.
Yeah.
Syrup. Not syrup, syrup.
Whoa.
So you're doing a quick Calmo here?
This pattern is like a piece that I made for a good champion customer of ours, Lewis, out at the Renaissance Festival.
Shout out,
And
Lewis.
It was the first time I'd ever done this before, where we've got this color fade. He wanted like it to represent the Northern Lights, or what, Aurorian Lights, or whatever
The
it's called.
Aurora Borealis?
Yeah, that's the one.
The Northern Lights, yeah.
And so we went with a two-tone color fade, like we're doing right here. We've got transparent pink on the bottom, and we've got a brand new tonnage of Merlot.
Really?
Yeah. This
Yeah.
Is,
Oh, it looks cool, Chris.
So it's a ruby?
yes. So ruby going down to pink with iridescent gold feathered on top.
But this is a new ruby, you're saying?
No,
on the
this
table.
right here.
Merlot.
I wonder if that has any of the reaction with the other color.
We're about
Well,
to
we're gonna
see.
find out
Oh,
because
you're
we
doing it
just
right now?
laid
Yeah,
out
that was
bar
gold
color
laid on
iris
top.
down on it with.
Oh, boy.
So check this out. Now we go into the feathering land.
Oh, Texas A&M did a video with us. They took part of our feathering video.
Texas
Put-
A&M. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and they reached out. They wanted a custom football made for their trophy.
And we're going to partner with them on a show.
Who's Texas A&M?
Exactly,
It's a
Texas
college in Texas.
Oh, nice.
And I told him that you might be interested in doing the football, but I wasn't interested.
A trophy?
Some kind of trophy, I think.
Doesn't have to have a football on it.
Well, I
Well,
wonder
that's
why
what they asked
they
for, though.
partnered with us in terms of, do they have a glass shop? Or how did they know feathering? Was it an art history class? You guys might have seen it. They tagged us on Instagram.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
yeah.
But I'm going to give you this
I
because I'm
remember
going to
seeing
go
that tag.
extinguish the corn.
Oh, is the corn still on fire
the
over
corn
there?
It is.
extinguisher. So now I'm going the opposite way, and this is really tough to do, in my opinion. I've always made it to the very end, flip it, let it fall back down. You don't want this to disconnect too much from the pipe. Then you're going to get a really thin neck area. But I'm going to try and match exactly what I did on that one. So we got 2 going down, 2 going up, and then wait till you guys see the Quick Como tech and the way that we blow this out into being what it's going to be.
No way.
No way.
You're super zoomed in.
And the feathering is interesting too because that's kind of a historic piece. And pictures were an important part of society because they didn't taint the liquid that was inside. In times of
good.
old, pitchers were very important.
They're still pretty important.
Do you use a pitcher?
I mean, how do you drink Kool-Aid?
Oh yeah.
This is
Or,
true.
or lemonade. Nobody serves lemonade out of a whiskey decanter. They serve it out of a big old giant pitcher.
And we do,
Summer.
I do not know necessarily, I was talking about Oliver with before the show started about how we wanted to do the shape of this. Do we want it to be a decanter? This is going to be a members piece, so anyone who's going to be potentially purchasing this item can let their thoughts be known in the comments, whether it would be a decanter with a tall neck and a wide base for decanting a wine and letting it aerate, or if it should be more of a really cool, straight-walled, tall power pitcher that you could put anything in and pour it out and get hydrated with.
With a handle on it?
Could have a handle, too.
Are
100%.
decanters only wine?
Well, you decant wine.
Yeah.
I feel like same shape, but if you put water in it, then it's what do you call it? Carafe?
Oh,
Oh,
carafe.
boy. I don't know.
Well, I
Carafe?
just noticed
However you
that
say that word.
my good old buddy's here.
There he is, number 5.
Number 5, my boy.
Table's going live in about 15 minutes, folks. We got a beautiful GA Vault show
Hang on.
opened up tonight. All the historical items from the past few years
At good prices.
and good prices.
He's great.
Yeah, and I'll actually throw in the air plant.
Look
Max.
at number 5, you guys. Come on.
Max
it's
and
amazing.
Karen
Oliver.
are on the show, and they've got their eyes ready. Max, you have the website open.
Max has got fast fingers, man.
Counterweight.
Bess, will you let
fast.
people
Two
know
big
how
gathers.
to purchase these items if they want to get ready? What would they do?
Did you drop that hairball, Mom?
Is that
No,
corn
that's
husk?
corn
From
hair.
the cord.
There's the feather tech. Transparent pink, a darker ruby. And now Oliver is going to present the opportunity for me to turn it into a quick Como color pattern.
So if you're new to the show, our table goes live every week at 6:30, and we will post the link in the comments, of
Gathering
course.
over that.
But you can also go to our
let it
website.
show out for a
It's
little bit.
glassacademy.com. Up at the top, there's a drop down that says YouTube channel. And when you scroll over that or click that, there's a button that says Shop Items Featured on the Show. You're not going to be able to see the page right now, but once 6:30 hits, a page under that page will pop up that will say Gathering Point Show number 337, and then you'll be able to choose your item you'd like to purchase from the table. Right now, we do have some other fun things up there until then. We have just released our Pumpkin Fest shirts and sweatshirts. So I will drop that link in the comments for you guys if you're
Start
interested in
angling.
those. We have 2 different color shirts.
I will mention there was a glitch last week in the cost of shipping.
So that has since been fixed, right?
Yes,
Okay,
now they're
perfect.
like affordable and good.
hot.
Pretty soupy.
Are you gonna marver that like you would like bar color over, kind of get the line even, or?
Oh, nah. I think the line not being even is part of it. And if you try and go even, then it just kind of looks unintentional. So I'm gonna let it be rowdy and wild. And the idea behind this is that when we put twice as much glass as we already had on the bottom here and leave it on just the bottom 50%, we're gonna blow that mass out through there, and the color pattern is gonna get blown out and magnified 3 times, but also get thinner and more transparent so you can see the liquid that you have down in this item. And this is really a testament of temperature control and understanding of the colors you're working with, because you leave too much of a crease, blows out totally weird. Did we get any answers more towards decanter or pitcher best? I'm kind of leaning towards, at this point, the tall, crisp pitcher.
I have 1 vote for pitcher. Nobody else has said anything.
Oh.
Well, that
people
sounds
answer
like
right now.
everyone's
this is
still
your
getting
chance.
settled in, yeah.
I vote decanter. It's 1v1. Now
Oh,
you just gotta
boy.
stall, Jake.
I'm stalling. That's right, folks.
The good old Marver Maniac.
I'm marvering the glass.
Oh, I was daydreaming.
Yeah.
I was debating if I want to go over the table again, and then I was thinking about that. But then I'm like, oh, I can't leave. Why they're marvering?
Another vote for pitcher.
Okay,
Decanter sounds good.
number 2.
Oh, pitcher. That's what I wanted. Pitcher, yeah.
Number 2, I'm just going to say has a small chip on the inside. So we're calling him Chippy. But it's a vase that you're going to put flowers in, so what the heck? I know people want it, so we put it on the table. Normally we don't do that, but know that ahead of time.
It's not super noticeable either. It took me a
I
second
know.
to find it on there.
Same. This is the one that was blown into the spring. Bing,
That's
bing,
fun.
bing, bing. Number 11 is super fancy. That goes in your specialty cabinet. Bring it out for special occasions. Number 12 is the super icicle, because in Michigan we have some hardcore winters.
Number 6 is my favorite.
What is number 6?
Oh.
Oh, the wood? Nice.
Yeah.
I had fun making that. That's our recycled line slumped over a chunk of wood, and we're going to throw in the air
Stop.
plant as well.
We're looking good. It's getting long. This thing will hold liquid, and it will pour.
We got
My
2 more
forehead's
votes for
pouring right now.
decanter, 4 more votes for pitcher. So pitcher's still winning.
Pitcher's in the lead. That's good, because we're right at about, where it becomes a pitcher. Low light. Stop.
That is the neckline. That will be the top. There's 2 different colors plus the feathering on this, so you will not know the true colors till closer at the end.
What do we decide?
We're going for the pitcher.
You're gonna blow that bottom out, or you're gonna?
We're going to crispify it. I mean, we're going for the decanter. Wait, no, we're going for the pitcher. Yeah.
Pitcher.
Yeah, that's
Do you
right.
know what you're doing?
No,
I
he
know
never
what the
knows.
shape's going to be, but I don't know anything past that.
Guys, I watched Chris and Jake make this sweet piece at Renaissance Festival. It
Oh,
was
man.
a chalice, and y'all, if you've been around for a while, you've seen us do we call it the elven leaf chalices, where I'll have a couple leaves going up, leaves going down for the foot, and they did some leaves for the stem.
Low light, Oliver.
Ended that conversation.
Yep, shut it down.
They did some leaves,
Okay,
and they
stop.
kept going
I'm gonna
and
heat it. We'll do it one more
going,
time.
and like the Energizer Bunny. How tall did it end up being?
It ended up being super tall, but I would love for the people to guess, with Chris and Jake just going buck wild at the Renaissance Festival, how many leaves ended up on the chalice, and how tall do you think it was?
Did you count the leaves?
We had a guy in the audience, his
Audience
name's Greg,
counted.
Lewis's brother, who counted them, and I measured the piece right before we opened it up, and it didn't get much taller.
But Michelle did post a really nice video of a piece that we made out there on YouTube. If you guys didn't see that, you should go check it out. It was a really nice one of a triple leafed stemmed wine glass. And I was on the microphone for that one. I believe,
the pink
Oliver,
one?
you were assisting. No, it was purple with gold leaves. All right, Squish and
And
Cap.
the lady that's featured in the thumbnail, the front video, bought the piece. She was in the front row.
Good.
She's taking pictures the whole time. By the end of the show, she was like, I'll buy it.
Yeah, so take a look at that video if you're interested in the Ren Fair. And I think this piece is looking amazing right here. Check out how I was able to keep that thickness down there partly because of the specific technique that we did, but
Wow,
also that the way it
color
was blown
is
out.
Sweet. All right, we have 2 tanks of glass.
Got the
This is
Merlots
our
up at
clear
top.
tank.
Yeah.
Chris gathered some glass. He's going to shape it up. When Jake gives the A-OK, he will bring it over, and they'll move on to the next step.
I want to make sure with no foot on the bottom here that everything's really organized in temperature. But look at the way the color changes, even the texture of the color once it's covered up in clear. Everything becomes a lot smoother, more transparent. It's a pretty cool looking transition.
That's pretty dense, that dense
That
color
ruby's
you have
dense
on there.
on the top.
Yeah, because it blew through the quick palmo.
Yeah, totally.
So it stayed pretty darn defined.
Yeah, seriously, the bar color, I know.
Yeah.
I was impressed, yeah.
Okay.
Dave has a guess on how many leaves and how tall the piece was. He's the first one. He guessed it was 12 leaves and 19 inches tall. Dave, that's not enough leaves and it's too tall. It's not enough leaves. There was more leaves than 12 on the piece.
Jeff says, I got here late. What are we making? Jeff, we are making a pitcher right now.
Decanter show, liquid holding, not for drinking of the liquid, but for pouring of the
Dispersing.
liquid, dispersing. These are liquid dispersing receptacles.
Mary says, do we ever do V-neck shirts? Michelle.
You know, we do not get many requests for V-necks, so the one that's produced from the website, we can have her add some V-necks. If there's specific colors you want, let me know.
Thanks. So as you guys see this shape here, I'm not going to adjust this shape very much other than stretch it out to the correct diameter and then give it a little pouring spout on one side. I'm going to get a little taller, a little thinner up top and give it the little pouring spout. And I'd love to hear from everybody watching the show if you think it would look better with a handle on it, or since it's thin enough that you can wrap one hand around it, would you prefer it to be handle-less and you grab the pitcher
See,
by its
now,
side?
I would say this. If you have a handle, you're not putting your body heat on the decanter,
Right.
right? And
Right.
if you're grabbing it, so like a room temperature red wine,
Or your fingers.
That's
Feels-
looking like it's probably going to be more like a martini decanter.
Yeah, or a margarita.
A martini mixer.
Yeah.
A margarita mixer.
And at Pilchuck, we made a few of these, and we had different shrubs that we made from local berries all around in the forests. And we boiled them down with a friend of mine's help, Beetle, and she was working the stove and boiling everything down. And we made 3 different flavors that you could make any sort of mixed drink or sparkling water with or anything like that. It's a pretty cool thing to have on the table if you're having friends over or, you know.
that
Doing
shrub
whatever.
is such a hard word for me because it's not where my brain goes first.
I don't know why it's called shrub.
It could be called a botanical.
It
too.
could be a botanical, but it had some thickness. It had some texture and some like raspberry remnants and some pineapple tomatillo
Oh, okay.
bite to it. So it feels like more like something that you might nibble on in your drink, I guess.
John Reeder had guessed that goblet you made was 23 leaves and 14 inches tall.
John.
And what was the
John,
actual?
that's close. It's
Jamie?
not enough leaves, but that's the right height.
Jamie guessed 14 leaves, 15 inches.
It ended up being 30 leaves and 14 inches.
That's heavy duty.
It's pretty serious.
Yeah, we just kept on going and going and going.
Every 3 leaves, they would add an Evolio, and when the Evolio guy added on, Jake and Chris would swap who was gaffing.
Oh, you guys flip-flopped it?
Oh,
Yeah.
it was the father-son, son-father wombo combo for
Did
like...
that sell, or is
Combo.
it still available? Like, we could put it on the show next week?
Not even out of the annealing oven yet.
Yeah, it's still available.
Well, if you don't sell it next week, and
Yeah, after telling everybody the whole story on the internet here, we better probably be bringing it home and
that's what I'm saying.
showing them what we were
It
talking
could show
about.
up on next week, which is the virtual pumpkin show from 6 to 8 p.m. This is our one of our biggest shows of the season.
Let's put a clear lip wrap on it.
Okay.
We've got some pretty amazing pumpkins coming down the pipeline.
Pretty
that
thick
will be
or
on
no?
this virtual
Not too
show.
thick. We'd love to know, too, what people are interested in seeing. You know, we're obviously going to make a pumpkin or two, but we've done some pretty crazy items like our Cinderella chariot piece. You know, the Cinderella pumpkin, white super pumpkin, which was pretty crazy. But if there's something you guys wanted to see in particular, put it in the
Now
chat.
is the
We did make a
time.
pretty sweet pumpkin with a dragon on top of it.
I think we're going to have to make one of those.
Like the stem of the pumpkin was really a dragon with its dragon wings spread out over the top of the pumpkin. It's pretty sweet, you guys.
For
We're
real.
gonna take that out to the festival this weekend and be making some more of those so that we can perfect the technique of making it. I mean, it looked pretty darn great.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to show them that and make one of those on the show, too. For sure.
Because who doesn't need a dragon pumpkin?
I can tell you
Super
right now,
light.
nobody's got one.
Good.
So the question is, who wants to have one in their collection?
All right.
Does anyone
That's
have
pretty
a
much our
dragon
shape.
pumpkin?
Maybe I should open it up just a hair more, and then I'm going to go for the spout. And I think we probably should put like a gold optic twisted handle on there.
It sounds
Okay.
cool. What kind of
Solid
dinner
or
you getting?
blown?
I love if
Blown,
you got it, man.
faux
Get
show.
everyone in on this piece.
Want to pull me out that 12-pointer?
Really looking forward to our Pumpkin Fest weekends coming up.
That one, too.
It's nice to make some
Take a pic.
drinkware right now amidst all the pumpkin production. Tuesdays have become a pretty powerful day getting prepped for you guys, and the virtual show coming up next week. We've got some ridiculous items, some things that we've never done before. We got some new ideas, and Oliver, you didn't see one thing we made this morning that I think we might really like.
You
that we're
keep
gonna
on,
have
you keep on making new things without me, dude.
No. I wouldn't do that.
Well, what'd you tell me on Friday evening at the Ren Fair? You were like, dude, we made this sweet piece. It has horns on it and everything, but I guess it got brought back on Thursday, man. You won't even get to see it.
Shipped out and gone.
Sorry, dude.
Does everyone understand what Jake was doing right there? He was using a torch to heat up the very specific area so he could make
That move is
style
so
spout.
satisfying for me.
It is.
Robin, this is the members piece.
Members piece confirmed. I almost swat upon it 3 times. 3 instances of drippage. Oliver, could you grab me the handle tool,
Yes, I can.
por favor?
The handle. This is definitely muscle memory.
Taking
like
away the
riding a
feathering
bicycle.
tool.
You've got one chance to make this
It's gonna
work.
be up by the top third, or it's gonna be dead center.
Dead center.
Chris is taking the hot glass and going into an optical
Oliver.
mold, blowing it so the handle is hollow. Being thinner helps not add extra weight to
Don't
this
sweat on it.
pitcher decanter
What-
item.
Towards the top.
What I'm noticing is so nice about this pattern, Michelle, is that he put the spout in line with one of the feathering lines, so he knows exactly where the handle has to go. There's no guesswork about it.
Here we go, here we go. One touch, it's nice and hot, it will stick. Twisting it up. This move here allows gravity to stretch the handle out, get longer, and you know it's ready to use when it's nice and hot and orange. Even though it's a yellow in color, like an amber, it's got to be orange hot. Such a satisfying sound, too.
That's what I'm talking about.
I did get a pretty interesting text earlier today.
Oh?
About beer mugs and craziness.
Oh, boy.
What does that mean?
That means that after like knowing the two Coonan brothers for 30 years and talking to them about a mug club, they finally called me and said, you know what, we're going to start a giant mug club.
Oh, snap.
Yep, so they want to figure out a way to have 6 people at a time come here for private happy hours.
Nice. That's going to be fun.
So tonight's table is live. I did just
Stamper.
put the link in the comments.
I got it, Chris.
I say number 5's going first.
Yeah.
I say 2.
And grab the stamp if you want to talk about the table.
Well, yeah, you got 2. I'll say number 6.
I
Look at
mean,
that.
that's a tasty looking handle.
Yeah.
That iris really looks like a different like color to it, like it's an amber, a different type of amber. It's pretty sweet looking. So they're putting the GA stamp now on this thing. Everything's got the GA stamp on it, even decanters. Oh yeah.
Jeff says, Jake is so good at this. How many years has he been blowing glass?
Last week.
About 1 week.
Baby.
He was 3 months old when he discovered the movements.
Ooh, we got some hair burning on the piece. Might be corn hair, might be regular hair.
Could be my hair.
It's right there. I smell it.
Oh,
All right,
Might
the
be corn
first
here.
piece is sold off the table.
And it's number 2. I mean, number 6.
I'm going to take a guess here real quick before you say it. I think it was number 3.
I'm saying 5.
It was number 5.
Yeah!
Ah.
That's right.
Well, I know someone really wanted it, so
we know who that was, and
I
I
hope
got
it made it to
Fading
you.
into deep ruby.
That face just came right out of my
piece
mind
is
when we
sexy.
did that. I was supposed to remember making a window,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it looked like a face, and it turned into it.
I'd like to think that when you close your eyes, that's what you see.
Yeah.
All the time.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's back up 1 second.
Could you give me
Jake
the
has
bling?
been blowing glass since he was able to hold a pipe.
Yes.
So to answer that question,
But
and he works
metallic.
full time the last 5 years, 6 years in Pittsburgh, maybe 7 years full time.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
How many years did you work in Pittsburgh?
I think I started in Pittsburgh in like 2017.
All right, so
So-
going on 10 years.
Sometimes people
There's the goal.
add watching,
What is
observing,
going on?
and learning
That color line's
glass
crazy.
blowing
Dude.
without doing it as how long they've been blowing glass. And I do want to say that I do remember many, many times when I had my kilty backpack on with Jake
Kilty.
in my backpack,
Quiet for the
watching me
dismount.
blow glass over my shoulder.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Back to it, Chris.
Yeah, it was nice. He'd be talking in my ear.
I
"Will
remember
do."
that very
Yeah,
well. Yeah.
Burping up
Oh, nice.
stuff on me, right on my shirt.
Finish the piece. I'm really proud of this one, guys. I'm really happy with this. I'm in love with this new color pattern. Thank you, Lewis, for the inspiration this past weekend.
Which
We're going to put a
nailer?
check mark on that over here.
Number 2.
And this piece is going to be for sale to our subscribed members only. Look at how dark it is on the inside.
That
Keep
ruby's
going.
looking dark.
Pretty sweet. I freaking love this piece. Jeez. The right height, the right amount of volume. You could pour all kinds of goodness in that.
That's
and
good.
Have a party.
That's one that you might have to sign it, dude.
That was a freaking
You might need to
sweet
sign
one.
that
The color
one.
combo, the pink
Yeah.
and the ruby. Thanks for the idea on the new ruby, our new slightly lighter Merlot that we're using.
Doesn't look lighter to me.
It's because I was nervous that it'd be too light, so I put like 100 coats on.
Yes, you did.
Okay, there you go.
Hold on, I'm coming, Bess. Watch this.
Check. All right, next on the list,
All right.
ready to
All
go
right.
with a pipe
What-
in his hand is
A
Chris.
decanter.
by Chris.
I guess that's what I'm doing is a decanter.
Chris,
You
you had
had-
3 weeks to think about this. You know
And-
what you're doing, right?
And half an hour
And
since
a
you
whole
walked in
car
the door.
ride.
I know what I'm making already. What's everyone talking about?
It's
Let's
your
go.
decanter.
I know.
I love
We
a
got the
good
lemon yellow
decanter.
out for you.
For Jake,
For you. I just thought maybe you'd like it.
Oliver did just teach me there, watch out for these papers, that you don't put an extra S after the apostrophe of someone's name whose ends in S.
That's correct.
So,
Good
there
job,
you go,
Oliver.
everybody. And if you
Fair
didn't
That's
enough.
know
your
that,
grammar lesson. It's an educational program.
I bet you like 60% of the people had no idea that that was the
I
case
did
out
not
there.
know that. That is nothing I'd ever.
The question is,
No.
did Chris know that
what was it?
your name, if you want to say Chris's
You
decanter,
just put the hack mark and that's it. How many times I've made that mistake on my e-blast? So many times that every single person who helps me and works with me doesn't let me live that down.
Well, no one's ever corrected me on that, so now I know. Thanks, Oliver.
Looks like there's
people
some debating
really
moment
enjoying
here.
that piece, Jake. People really liked it.
Oh, me too. Let me read some comments.
And
They
it
said
is
good
now
things.
available for the members.
Members, baby.
Loyalty League only. If you are Loyalty League and interested in that piece, go ahead and snag that.
Yeah, Carrie, you have one of the nicest decanters ever made as well. Absolute beauty.
Is that the basket weave one that I'm thinking?
No, it was clear straight cane with blue swirled action going on in the bottom. Thank you, Linda. It's just an absolute gorgeous one with the matching glasses.
You know how we've got different upcoming shows? I think it should be like talent night.
Oliver, would you give me out the size 0 K95?
Absolutely.
At the Glass Academy. We could do like, what's another talent you have? And everyone has to bring something.
I love the sound of that because I've been told a million times that we say the word talent, people say that we have a really Michigan accent.
Oh, really? From
So
that
I don't know,
word?
everybody else out there
With
says
talent?
talent, but
Talent
that's the way
show?
she goes.
I
But
mean,
in
Bess
look-
does some stuff you guys don't know about on her Etsy page. You know, we could all bring in something else. We do.
Yeah, your GA talent, your super talent. And looking at those comments, I wanted to introduce the concept, folks, that we're toying with the idea of between YouTube and Facebook and which one to be a primary streaming entity for us. And we know that we've been on both for a really long time. We've been instructed that going with one or the other or setting up two separate instances to do different things is going to, look at him get in that dust in the
Who
cracks.
instructed you on that?
The instructor.
Uh-huh.
The
Not the instructor.
The
No, it was a good
instructor.
thing. I love being instructed by the instructor.
Does the instructor have a name?
Yes, very good instructor.
Good guy.
Good guy instructor.
Real.
Initials VG.
Very good. Yeah.
He's a dog.
But anywho,
All right, translation. Do any of you have streaming capabilities available for a consult phone call?
yeah, we need our very good instructor.
Sam, I can reach out to Sam. She's the one who started us in the beginning streaming back in 2020. She helped us out. Sometimes our brain just does not work with understanding the technologies and knowing what is on the marketplace.
Anywho,
So I just dusted the cracks with this really nice black. And I just literally made a decanter like this for somebody super special, and it turned out unbelievable. So now I'm doing another one, but this one's gonna be black and crystal. It's gonna be a wine decanter. Gonna be pretty tasty, no handle. The neck will be tapered nice and thin.
nice. And this is for wine then, or?
This is for wine because it's a decanter.
Right.
And decanters for wine, and I didn't have a choice because that's what's by my name.
Well, you do decant whiskey as well, too, and brown liquors. You can even put, you're not decanting them, but they're holding receptacles for liquor.
Why brown liquor? What
I
does
was
that
or
mean?
clear liquor, but I was really inspired by the style and the design of the show Mad Men, which was on Netflix, I think, but it was filmed in like the 60s or something, or the 70s
It was-
maybe.
The setting of it was in the 60s.
In the 60s, yeah, not filmed in the 60s. But these guys were living in their marketing, receptacles, and big bosses had their decanting sets and their glasses in their office so they could drink hard liquor as they were having their meetings and everything.
Yeah.
But they had the coolest styles, and it matched all the rooms and the decor, and they had
What-
1, 2, 3 bottles and a bunch of glasses.
What is that style? Is that Art Deco? What is that style called?
I feel like that's what it would be called, but I don't really know my styles.
I don't super know them either.
Help us
Hey,
out, whoever's watched it.
In the comments, if you've seen Mad Men, what is their whole style there? You know what we're talking about.
60s businessman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not
Marketing industry.
like 60s businessman when they're like smoking cigarettes,
Advertising.
and drinking on the job, like just like being social, closing business deals.
It's the birth out of the 50s, the conservative 50s.
Right.
So would you consider that like Art Deco, like that whole
No, Art
style?
Deco is the 20s.
Even further back. Triple Chris?
I was going
Holy.
to say, wait a second, we did this twice.
Uh-oh, he's going into Leaf remembrance mode from the weekend.
You
Going
won't
for
He's about to
16
go.
broken mold.
You won't do it 4 times. No way.
I just did it 3 times, and it was pretty darn sweet.
Holy crap.
How many times do you think you can do that before you just lose the pattern? Like you just spread that.
I don't know, but if you look at this, it's pretty darn crazy. There's a
I don't
pattern
know.
there that looks like you're coming right from Spider-Man's territory.
Hey, Bess, what is that word that Jeff mentioned on YouTube? Look at the word Jeff mentioned on YouTube. Is that the style? Or is that something else?
Gangnam Style?
Yeah.
That is the style.
Is that what it is?
That's
Yeah.
from the 50s, yeah.
What's it called?
Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
Gungam?
Yeah, Gangnam.
I remember
can't
that
even
from
understand what
high
that
school
is.
history class. Yes, it's taking me
How do
back.
you say it?
I think Jake said it perfectly, actually. I could stand to hear him say that 12 more times in a row.
No.
There's a dance?
Well, you know
Mid-century?
the 60s were all about dancing.
Mid-century style, my boy Jacob says. Jacob.
Mid-century. I mean, that's like furniture and clothing and
What's
stuff,
up,
but I never
brother?
thought about it like fashion style.
Polyester and white button-up shirts.
Mid-century modern, we got another one. Mid-century.
Black rim
I mean,
glasses.
1950s, 60s, mid-century modern. Kind of makes sense to me.
It's kind of in the
Skinny
name.
Ties.
Yeah.
So, Jake, switching gears on you a little bit here, in like the last year and a half, I've watched you really kind of make the basket weave like something of your own, and you've really conquered that pattern. How's it feel watching your dad do it, but like one more?
One step further.
I could rap this like the rapping Duke, but it would be like I was basket weaving. I was basket weaving when you in diapers and wetting the sheets. I was at the Glass Academy doing something like that, rapping to the beat.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of which, we are looking for, if you are a local stand-up comic, we want to invite you to the show.
Stand-up comic.
Right? Like Joe Smith was during the show, like crack some jokes about glass blowing.
Yeah, we were potentially thinking about maybe intriguing our, what's it called? When you
Open mic night, improv.
Spit it out now.
think about an idea, when you consider the concept of something,
Entertaining.
entertaining that idea.
Best gets it, 2 points.
Yeah, that's the one, best.
That's the
Thanks.
weirdest way to get to the word entertaining I've ever heard.
If we ever do charades, I have to be on Drake's team.
Yeah,
so
we
I
would
can
tear it
enjoy
up.
That's
We would tear it
crazy.
up. So Chris just double dunked this. He did that whole pattern, and similar to what I did, I only encased half. He went for the full encasement of that pattern.
For my second gather.
And because it was so hot, he has the beauty
Implying
of the
a third,
martyr.
Chris?
Oh yeah. But I just wanted to the reason I don't want it to be huge, but I want it to be extraordinarily thick on the bottom. So I put that second gather on, and then I ripped it all off down to the end, and then I'm going to do it again, so I've got a giant solid mass, so I can make it kind of like meteorite style.
All right, let's see what the corn's doing over here, because every now and then we hear
We got a
kaboom.
question from Sue, the Ultimate Champion. She's asking, when does Loyalty League enrollment open back up again? That's our second tier of membership, and that is only open 4 times per year
It
for
is.
about a week, right?
And we just did that in August, so it's going to be a couple more months until we have that open again.
Yeah, and the reason that we do that, for multiple reasons, is that it's kind of a higher tier membership, and we want to keep it really organized and keep everyone on the same page. And we do send out a collectible item and various other gifts, but we need to plan for that, you guys. It's not just a simple thing that we just haphazardly put together, and nor is the gifts that we send out at the star supporter level either. There's a lot of organization and planning that goes behind that entire deal if you do become a member. So that's the deal.
That is the deal.
Let me get a zoom if you're still just waiting around for it to cool down. Oh, baby. This piece is going to be for sale to anybody watching the show. So we got about, probably like 160 pounds of glass in there right now. And Chris is a lefty, so he's turning up against the door versus the sill on the right side. And look at, he's lifted the pipe and he's holding it in the air, sizzling his fingers, letting the glass drip off the very tip instead of off the side, because then you would have a totally off-center bubble situation. And it looks like he's squishing all that mass down to the bottom, and you can see that color glowing from the inside. That's a pretty sweet distribution of mass.
I'm impressed with how much glass he has up right past the moil, because at Renaissance Festival I tried to do a basket weave pattern and encase it, and it was so thin right off the pipe after I got done making the color pattern that it got real rowdy in front of a group of like 80 people watching.
I remember
it was
that
intense.
very well.
A pretty big chunker here.
And you notice how much Chris just used the marver to manipulate the material. I think that's something that the way that Chris works the glass and the way that we kind of the style of glass blowing we do around here is pretty marver intensive. We don't use a lot of tools in the beginning of the process, and we really like to kind of shape the mass and cool the mass through just using the steel plate and the glass itself.
Does that kind of come from something that, like, just in the style that you were taught, Chris, or is that something that you found after getting your legs underneath you in glass blowing of, like, pretty marver heavy, less paper, less blocking?
I learned it from working with Lino and
Lino?
a lot of people who worked for Lino.
Okay.
Because they worked just bigger amounts of glass and they worked real funky color action. And it was totally different than what we learned out in the Midwest.
Which is using a lot of the blocks that we have in the water over here, using a lot of the paper. When you wrap up a bunch of newspaper and get it soaking wet, you can use your hand to manipulate and grab the glass with that paper. The downside to the marver is it'll sometimes leave, if you're not working the glass hot enough, it'll leave chill marks on the glass. So you need to be very aware of where and when, the timing, and when you're going to go heat the glass up after you've used the marver, like any other metal tool.
So let me try that again.
Yep.
Jeff, excuse
yes,
me.
let's
All right.
hear it, Bess.
Yep, thank you. So Jeff says, so that additional dip will not ruin the previous pattern that he made?
No, it won't. It'll just magnify it even more. And as long as he has his core at the right temperature, and that's what this whole encasement, especially a pattern as tight as this, is all about, you have to have your temperature controlled perfectly. And Oliver was mentioning when he went to do it, he had a really nice pattern, but he had it a little too thin up near the pipe.
Yeah. I mean, you were there, so, like, it was ice cold.
It was ice cold. And even though he had the temperature correct, he didn't have enough mass there. So Chris had it perfectly evenly distributed. so that it wouldn't fold and concave on itself.
I'm trying to let it lengthen out by the neck so I can really pull this decanter out nice and thin. And that's what's happening. It's working pretty good.
All right. There are lots of people who got a sticker last week. And so I suspect some of you on the show are new. If you are new to our channel, welcome. If you want to throw a comment in, feel free to do so. If you don't want to, that's okay too.
At least like the feed, though. Show us a little love with the thumbs up button.
You can subscribe to the channel, whatever you
Hey,
like.
speaking of that,
Yeah, let's hear it.
how many people are watching on YouTube?
I'm trying to get that right now. I'm doing the old reload. Here we go. We got 42 watching live right now.
And the like number?
About a quarter of that.
Oh.
Listen, YouTube. Hit the
Yes.
like button.
Because
Because
Oliver
that's what makes
said.
you a good person, okay? Y'all get to it. It's right there. You can do it. You can
Both
even do it on your
feeds
smart TV.
are actually blasting with hearts and thumbs and subscribe buttons and excitement.
if you
see
are
it
watching
happening.
the replay, you can type replay in the comments. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps YouTube know that you came to the show. This is pretty cool. The pattern is pretty amazing. Now, these items have to cool overnight, so we can't always show you exactly what the color pattern looks like. If you are a Star supporter, you pay $8 a month. You get coupons to shop, and I guarantee the coupons make up for the $8 a month you spend. But you also get a chance to see each of these pieces finished in Oliver's hands as he talks about the details of them. So $8 a month is like a coffee at Starbucks.
That is sweet looking. So as we go through this, the plan for the rest of the show, folks, is that we do have a maple syrup decanter we want to make. This is actually going to be the last hour and a half show of 2025.
Yeah.
And we're not going to shrink the amount of time. We're going to increase it back to our typical 2-hour shows.
Typical.
Be excited to get back to that. We'll
Yeah.
be making a lot of pieces in the hour and a half, so it'd be nice to have that extra half hour
Seriously.
just for giveaway pieces.
All giveaway pieces. But we're looking forward to that really much, really very, very much. A
Chris.
lot of excitement. Whoa!
Chris goes
What do you
rogue.
mean?
What is going on
That's
here?
the meteorite part of the decanter.
Wow. That pattern looks so good. It looks like lace. Pretty sweet.
Maybe we call it Chantilly lace. The Chantilly pattern.
It's looking pretty good. I like a lot of thickness in the bottom. It's going to be nice. I wouldn't mind having the fluffer torch. Oliver, any chance you could grab me that for
I
when I
can grab
putty
the
it up?
fluffer.
Bringing out the big boy torch. It's a pretty sweet piece of equipment. Something that was always on hand over at Pilchuck, the class that I was at there.
All right, here's the. We can go over the question tonight. Here is a comment that
You
is
want it
so
just for your usage, Chris, or
spammy.
do you want it for like an assistant to use it?
I'm going to use it up here up front, yeah. And you could torch it for me, sure.
Tonight's question's hilarious. So every show we do a question. They're just funny, interesting questions that we ask our audience. And it allows us to use your name in a contest to win a prize. That's how we know you're interested. And tonight's question is, what scams have you seen? What kind of scams have you seen, either by email, telephone, text message? Because I don't know about you guys, but they are fast and furious these days. So, telephone, hello, my grandson's in jail, pay me money. Send me
Ooh.
money.
My grandparents got that one,
I
Oh,
know,
yeah.
right?
and my grandma called me, and she was like,
Are you okay?
The scammer said that you were in a car accident and it sounded like you. And he said that you needed help getting like your medical bills paid. And I said, no way.
No way.
And I was like, Grandma,
You
what
know-
if I was in danger though? She was like, you'd handle it.
You'd be fine. Speaking of your grandma, she won that amazing glass
Dude, that was
ring.
so cool. That was sweet.
And you
Frickin'
weren't
scam-
here. Sorry about that.
This is
We
cool.
I don't know if you know this, Michelle. They were coming out to Renaissance Festival on Saturday. So I had Donna not email them, and I called my grandfather, and I was like, do you want to do some really nice husband stuff?
Oh, that's awesome.
Because it was a big diamond ring. So we had him come up on stage during the Renaissance Festival, and he got on the microphone. He gave a nice speech about Glass Academy and the live show, and then like re-proposed to my grandma. And they've been married for 52 years. And I thought he was gonna cry, and he
Aw.
almost did. But then after that, we made like 4 or 6 like marriage wedding chalices.
Wow.
Yeah. it's
It was
true,
a
that
whole,
day.
after that, it was a day about,
3 sets of 2. It was pretty ridiculous.
yeah.
It was the day of wedding chalice. All right, so why is he using this torch right now?
Trying to get the top of the piece just a little bit hotter so I don't have to worry about it cracking. And I'm letting the bottom cool down because I want the shape to stay the way it is, and I just want to heat the very bottom and push it in while you're capping it.
Okay. At least it's a nice
So-
cool day and you're not sweating through this piece.
It's my whole shirt's just gonna turn sweaty at the same time.
Yeah.
Is this no handle because it's a decanter?
Correct.
And then is the stopper a ball?
No stopper.
No
Decanters
stopper.
don't have a stopper. A wine decanter doesn't have a stopper. Because you're only using it in one sitting and that's it. You don't store your wine in there. You put a whole bottle in there and then you mix it up and let it aerate a little bit and breathe for about 15, 20 minutes and then you pour it up. Maybe even less than 15, 20 minutes. Cap.
So what is a decanter intended to do?
Aerate your wine.
You just, because it has it sitting in a nice big bowl like that, at the bottom it gets more air on the surface.
Well,
Yeah, and there's-
yeah, and I think that it has to do with your wine sitting in a bottle for a long time.
Okay.
I do want to give a
So you wanna
loyalty
do that,
league
Hunty, my
reminder.
Do you want a real big and hefty?
The,
It doesn't have to be big and hefty, but just a step down would be good.
Okay.
the loyalty league piece is still available if you're interested in that beautiful feathered pitcher.
Yeah, that picture's still available. It's kind of blowing my mind. But hey, it's to a limited group of people, so I understand that. But if it doesn't sell to the Loyalty League and it doesn't end up in my house, then it will be available to the general public probably next week. There's the heart from last week and that heart wine glass. The annealer reveal is part of the membership, so we did do. Oliver and Robin did an amazing annealer reveal. We also have listed over here our signature pumpkins yet again because, folks, this is one of the nicest signature pumpkins of the last 5 years. This metallic purple super pumpkin. And these are available in 6 different sizes on the website, and we'll have one and dones available, probably only about
That'll
10
do
or
ya.
12 for the virtual show next week. But you can definitely buy those online, and the lantern's available too. And
what is
here
this? The snap
is our
back.
Glass Academy hat. You see me wear that 100 times on the show before. We've never had that available, except now we do. We reorganized them and got a few more made. So if you want to rep a super GA hat, if you're not a big shirt person, we got that for you. Is that on the Gathering Point page tonight?
It is. We put it on the show tonight. $34. Represent Vintage Glass Academy logo. We changed out our logo in 2019.
Boom.
That was the
the
last
flip.
time those hats were around.
Beautiful break there.
Where
And
would
that's-
those hats by chance be on our website?
Aren't they on the Gathering Point page?
Stuff on there.
All right, Jake, take the camera.
Real stiff.
I'm grabbing the camera.
Be fine.
I could have swore I put them on there.
So that was a beautiful flip around there, and it's a little bit more important of one being a taller piece like that and having a lot more heat to deal with throughout the whole piece. But you got that broken at the top. You can see it's not a perfectly round break, which is fine because for this particular shape, probably planning on pulling it out, trimming
Yes,
it,
I am.
lengthening it, and finessing the entire item. So what
I
that
see
means
what I did.
that he's got to heat just the top half there and let the back end stiffen up. What happened?
I didn't list it under gallery. It was just point of sale.
Ah,
So
boy.
let's refresh the page under collections.
So the last piece is going to be what? Maple syrup?
Maple syrup decanter.
Usually they're jugs.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how much you're using, but I kind of think like, I mean, my mind for this piece was that every morning when I make my quad shot cortado, which also is known as a quadtado. by
4
the way.
shots.
Yep.
Wow.
It just happens. Well, it's all the same grounds, though. I just hit, you know,
Okay.
the shot button 4 times. But I put a splash of maple syrup down on the bottom there. And a little bit of butter, my sister taught me. And I don't need a
Butter.
whole giant jug pouring out just a little tiny dribble of maple syrup. Oh, color representation, baby. That was from
That's
the
from the
first
members
piece we made,
piece.
the members piece. That's
It's
tight.
looking pretty nice. That's the top.
I like that.
I think you hit that ruby the exact right amount of times.
All right, we'll see. Neil reveal.
But what I can't tell is which one's the inside and which is the outside.
It's saying it's on the online store. I just don't see where the hat is.
Well, I can come take a look if you want me to.
Yeah.
But anyway, a nice ornate Venetian super decanter, which may or may not be the giveaway. We got a lot of time here, actually. But I got a pretty cool idea, and I'll draw it up, and me and Chris can collab on it.
All right, the hat was a last minute addition. Jake, if you want to go see.
I'll take a look.
For those of you who don't remember,
It says hat.
all these lines in the piece are a beautiful black.
Is there a problem?
Yeah. Ultra vintage
It was like
GA super hat. Come on.
Get it on the show right before we sit down to eat, right before the show. I mean, come on. Tried my best. It says it's under collections.
You want it on the online store?
Yeah, and I want it
All right.
items featured on the show,
And you want it on
which it said it was.
point of sale too? Facebook and
Go for one more.
Instagram? Nah.
Tug.
Pattern is pretty sweet. You know, another thing you can always do is freeze frame when you're watching on YouTube. You can hit the pause button and then really dial in and see what that pattern looks like.
You know it's hot when you're just squirting out of your arm.
Yeah.
Normally it
know.
comes out of your forehead, but when it squirts out of your arm,
It's like, I didn't think it was that hot again.
what's up with that?
Well, we don't have a fan going on
Oh.
for you.
Because I'm doing some fancy
They did
stem
a-
wear.
Yeah.
I think I got it. Do you see it on there, Bess? It's number 12.
I'm looking. I now see a hat.
Oh, let's go.
You'll have to tell me what you did so I know how to do it.
Yeah, the Ultra Vintage GA Super Hat, folks.
Oh,
That is
you
a better
changed-
name than just hat.
You
Let's
changed
go.
the title.
Heck
That's
yeah.
what made it work.
No, but that did give it a lot of extra mojo and reminded you guys that you would have some of that mojo if you wore that
You
hat.
wore that hat.
And surprisingly, they're white on the back, but for how dirty we are in the shop here, and my hands are always covered in dirt, somehow my hat has stayed very white over the years.
I mean, do you touch the back of your head a lot?
No, probably
no,
not.
I'll keep an eye on that.
Charity says, where do they send their answers to the giveaway question? You're going to send your answers to enews@glassacademy.com. make sure you send your name and your answer in the email, and then you'll get entered to win whatever the giveaway piece is at the end of the night.
That's right, Charity.
Joy says, Chris, I thought I remember you saying there's not a true black glass, or am I mistaken?
Wanted what?
What the heck?
That's true.
What did I say I wanted?
There's not really black glass. It's just very dense purple, blue, or brown, if I remember
That's right,
correctly.
100%. It's so true.
In soft glass, it's either purple or brown, right? Am I thinking of that correctly?
I mean, you could have black glass that's made out of blue that's so deep, you know?
Yeah. I know I have some Boro color that's just, I use it as black, but it's just really, really powerful blue.
Well, this will be a good testament and a great one for the annealer reveal to take a look at this and see how far we've stretched this black, if it actually stays black or if it does have a purple tint to it.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that was just like 1.5 coats of the black.
I wonder when you wear your whoop on your right hand if it's different than your left hand. Like, does a whoop have a sensor in it? Like, danger, danger, super hot.
A boot?
The whoop on his wrist.
Oh. Yeah, maybe. Traveling too close to the sun.
And it's
This
just
is
like,
looking
danger,
pretty
Will
good.
Robinson.
Little GA stamp on the side.
No? It's like a big Ovolio. Look at that.
Yeah, really.
Oliver's
Beautiful.
shielding his hand because it gets really hot when you're opening the piece
I'm
up.
bringing you the stamp, Chris.
Let's do it. Wonder
We
what's
got-
up with the torch.
Jake working on the next design. This is the giveaway.
I think the oxygen might be off. I don't know.
You have 1 full week to enter the contest because we leave it open when Donna comes in on Tuesday. That's one of her daily tasks is to grab all the contest entries, stick them in this thing called the Wheel of Names. You can't win if you've won 6 months in the
We
last
ran
6
out of oxygen.
months. But other than that, there's no rules. We just spin the wheel and let the magic do its thing.
Well,
Chris, hang on for a second.
Anybody who's a wine drinker, you guys, putting a red wine, a Cab or Merlot in this thing is going to look super tasty with that black basket weave in action.
That's super cool.
Pretty sweet looking. It's got some
Wow.
thick. It's got the orange peel texture I wanted on the outside. Should be pretty easy to put away with the granny grabbers.
Yeah. We'll use the yellow torch for the stamp here on the bottom.
Okay.
Super cool.
All right, each piece as it's made has to cool off. So this table just holds it for a second. Look at that. Sweet, great. And this torch is going to allow Chris to stamp the bottom. This is a little stamp that we put that has our initials on it, GA for Glass Academy.
Whenever you're ready, it's ready for you.
Oh,
I
actually-
put a stamp on
Yeah.
it.
Oh, word.
Sorry, what
Yep.
am I saying? Ooh.
Oh,
I
gee,
didn't.
get
I
the
didn't
door
think it
for me?
would have slid through the bottom. Where are we going? Top or bottom?
Bottom.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
looking good. Looking good.
That's a sweetie. Two
All right.
beautiful decanters. Oliver's going to come through with the old oxygen pit stop.
ding ding.
Why is it so hot in here today?
I don't know.
I know.
I mean, look at
I
me.
know.
What the
Look at
heck?
this.
I wore
This
my
is-
sweat outfit.
It was
This is what
foggy
you
this
learn in
morning.
art school. This is one of the first things you learn, how to spin the tanks.
There he goes.
So all the painters out there,
Orange on orange.
they can do this.
Why?
What about the foot kick?
Yeah, the bonus
I'm
move.
not doing that with my busted toast.
Oh,
Dad, are you starting or finishing this? You want to start it?
I didn't put a handle on yet, and I just got done.
All right, I'll start it.
When you
So I'll
say
dry off
painters,
a
what
little
kind of
bit.
painters use a torch?
I feel like Van Gogh could have done this.
Okay.
Michelangelo,
All right.
Picasso,
Okay.
all of them.
All right.
All right, maple syrup decanter is going to be a transparent, really fine grain, almost complete coat of our beautiful, beautiful pink, one of my favorite colors. Very expensive, very nice. We're going to put spots of this brand new gold, a fade from the bottom to the top, and a little bit of swirlage of this brand new gold that we've just purchased about a week and a half ago amongst yet another.
Okay. I have to say, we grew up eating maple syrup.
We were drinking it too.
We were drinking it too. None of that Aunt Jemima stuff for us. How many of you out there are maple syrup lovers?
Connoisseurs.
Connoisseurs. Do you like grade A, grade B? What's your favorite style? Do you eat the maple candies? That's another one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, that stuff's good.
The sugar candies. And for bonus points, does anyone whip maple syrup to make frosting?
Oh, I forgot about that delicious stuff.
Delicious. It's egg whites and maple syrup. You whip it together. It's better than any whipped cream you've ever had.
So as you add a new color to the repertoire of the colors that we have at the Glass Academy, you want to test them out with other different colors as well and make sure you understand how they react with each other.
So
And
you
pink,
did pink and green?
yeah, pink can be a little bit reactive, but it's not the most reactive. So I know we're going to get something nice out of this regardless. But I want to see if the green kind of fades away and gets lost in the pink or if it stays strong. And some colors, you won't even be able to melt them in all the way. They'll keep their texture and they'll stay spotty, and you'll really see the outline of the glass and where it moved based on the color you're using.
And you think about the liquid, it's a dark amber going inside that. Bess is over here making
good.
some noise.
Two things to say. One, Norman said moving a tank like that is dangerous. He will take his lab supervisor hat off now.
Whoa.
Also, the decanter is now available.
All right.
Was someone saying I was being dangerous?
Yes. I think it's the orange cat in you. You crave danger.
I think Norman's a champion.
Huh.
Danger.
Well-
Danger.
I appreciate that advice, but I'm probably going to do it that same way again if I'm being honest with you.
3 nice swirls, putting the bubble in here, hanging it down so all that thickness stays in the bottom.
Karen said they got some good maple syrup products at the Ren Fair.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
pretty amazing. That's where I get my candies from.
So are you making a dinker?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Because you're not going for like pancake action. You're going for coffee splash.
That's right, splash. And even if you were going pancake, we don't need to be hurting the wrist with your maple syrup situation.
the gallon jugger.
Oh,
How much syrup?
and it's
Oh,
dripping all over the place, and the ants are crawling out of the walls.
We're going to talk about those Abso Pure jugs. My cousin made maple syrup, and she would send it to me via my sister. And one year we got 2 jugs and had one in the freezer here because we didn't have enough room at home. And one of our employees, trying to get something out of the freezer, knocked the jug over and broke it. And we lost all the maple syrup.
5 gallons of premium Quebecian maple syrup.
Hand grown for my cousin.
Here's time. I remember taking a swig out of one of those things one time, just to say I did it, and it was heavy. I think maple syrup's heavier than milk.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
Low light.
It's like a Venus of Willendorf shape.
Good. Who?
The Venus, the clay Venus that you learned about in art school.
She came floating in on a shell.
Are we talking about the Wizard of Oz?
I was like, I don't know about this.
You don't know about her? The famous drawing is her, that was drawn of her.
Oh,
back
I
then
know what you're
is
talking
her
about,
on the
yeah.
conch shell,
Oh.
sitting there with her arms like this or whatever, all
Yeah, I know what you're
relaxed.
talking
and
about.
She's supposed to be like the perfect, like symbolic existence of the female.
I was thinking of the little
Glow
clay
light.
trinkets that are like carved out of stone or clay.
Stop.
So one of my first jobs was at the Henry Ford, and I made pitchers and lily pad pitchers and little
What were they
maple
pictures of?
syrup
We could
pitchers.
pony it up.
Pitchers. Lily pad pitchers.
You ready for what? Maurice?
No, I think we could just go right on there. It's pretty darn thick down there.
Okay, so honey.
Yeah.
Punte.
The old mass distribution, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Beth, you got any
Or
questions
as they said in Pilchuck, put the ice on
in the
bottom.
chat? Anything we need to talk about?
No questions here. Everybody's just really excited to see all the pieces on the annealer reveal.
Yeah, these are turning out really good.
We got a little bit of housekeeping after the pictures made.
We do.
What are we making for the giveaway?
I
Oh,
got some
wow.
ideas.
Okay.
We have about 15 minutes left in the show.
All right,
I
into
thought-
Power Town, Power
Nope.
Town.
Nope.
Power Town Ultra Creation.
So my guess is this will have a handle.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it will.
Okay.
I'll take that, Jake.
Just a small little tasty something for the same reason you said, not to get your fingers on there and everything. I guess maple syrup doesn't need to be cold though. But I think it would be nice to kind of do one of these. The 3-finger grab. You know.
Let's do it.
We need plenty of room. Like go a little closer to the top. Handle.
Whatever you want to do. So Oliver did just swap out that oxygen tank, and we run through. That's another cost of glass blowing. Using these torches, you got the 100-pounder oxygens, and then we got these smaller. We started using the classic propane tanks because you actually use a lot more oxygen than you do propane on these specific torches that we're using. But you use them for almost every product. There's always a break mark. You need to polish it. You need to put a GA stamp on there. And it's become a pretty prominent part of modern day blowing glass is using these torches. There's
I
Do
got
you
a
think
fucking
they're
I got a
overused
really
at all,
cool
Jake?
idea for this, Jake.
Okay.
You know how we're gonna do a ball on the top?
Yeah.
Well, if I make the ball and I punny it up, and then I put a bit on it and stretch it out about 3 inches long, if you want to just put a dab in your coffee, you can just
Dunk and dab it.
yeah.
The dunk and dabber.
Yeah.
And probably stir it. Well, you probably couldn't stir the hot coffee with it too.
Maybe with just a solid little rod, you probably could stir
Maybe.
it right in. Maybe, but I'll have to like pinch the end of it and make it flat so you can get a little volume on it.
Yeah.
Okay, will you paddle this for me real lightly?
We've got a hello from Donald from Grand Rapids.
Hello.
And then a question from Linda. She says, how do you get a frosted look on a piece?
I can't answer that question and paddle and work the camera at the same time.
Oliver,
so one
you're
of
gonna
you
have
guys
to wait
do
a
that.
second.
Oliver, I need you here babysitting, baby.
I can babysit, and I can paddle, and I can camera all at the same time,
Oh, this guy.
and answer the question. We get that frosted look. There's a couple different ways you can go about it, is my understanding, but the main way is sandblasting.
Like our frosted eggs.
The frosted eggs are sandblasted. But there's a couple different like polishing methods that they have that you could do different things for. I've used them in metals. They have these big vibrating tanks with like a media in it that like lightly polishes. It's really good if you're gonna have metal anodized, and I assume you could use it with glass.
Mhm.
And it's just a big vibrating tub with media and polishing material in it. You just let it sit like for 24 or 48 hours and just work on it.
Just let it go to town is what you're saying?
Yeah, I used to do that a lot in college for pieces.
Did they answer the question? Let's do it one more time. I was hoping, make sure my mic is on. I was hoping people would talk to what scams they got, because there was another one going, hey, you're getting a check back from the United States Treasury. So I'm sure people played into that one.
There's been a really good one going around, at least in Michigan, that's been texting you and saying that you got unpaid toll dues. And for people that never go on toll roads, you know, it may not seem like a scam. But
I get those all the time.
Driving to Pittsburgh or wherever through Ohio, and there's various different toll roads. People in Florida, I'm sure, might get it. But
Here's
then I
Charity.
knew.
Charity just said she gets those all the time.
Yeah, I knew that it was a scam when they actually started posting about it on the freeways.
Saying they'll never text you about that.
Yeah, we'll never text you about that.
How about this?
This
Charity's
includes the log, by the way, folks.
new on the show, and she also got, the other day someone texted me, how you doing, Silver Fox? I'm a woman in my early 30s, so I knew that was not for me.
I tell you what, if someone texted me that'd work. That'd get me in an instant.
No doubt, Oliver. No doubt.
Jake, can you record and check off Chris's decanter?
Yeah, 2 things at one time. I got that.
Oliver, can you flash and get me a ball mold?
Yeah, let me take a flash first, and then I'll. You want a wood one, or do you want
You
the
can
metal
give me
one?
a metal one. I don't care.
Okay.
Smallest one.
All right, so I can pass off the camera if we
Yep.
need a 3-team this year.
Yes, sir. I was getting something for our bookkeeper / accountant.
Nice. Love talking with the accountant and, you know, handling all that business.
Actually, we do. When everything's paid up and on date, it's
It
great.
is super satisfying, but it's just not. It's not as nice as blowing glass. Is all
It's
I'm
not.
saying. But
It
the
kinda
job needs to
feels
get
There's
done.
stressful.
You do a great job with it, Mom.
Thanks.
There's not too many things as nice as blowing glass out there.
I liked serving drinks behind the bar. It was a pretty good time. We had our grand opening, and everyone was all excited watching blowing glass and getting drinks made in the glasses, you know, and you're kind of like,
All right, how about that punny, Jake?
but it's true.
I'll put a little Maurice on first, and then you can just make the punny out of it.
A little.
What?
Eyeball. You guys know why I said the word eyeball there?
Because
Good, it's an eyeball job.
people make
well, not
glass
you.
eyes.
Oh, sorry, everybody. Well, don't take my answer. That's cheating.
I was speaking to you.
It sounded like it was a question for me. I'm sorry.
All right. I do have another question because Bess and I are working on some reels, and we do Instagram and TikTok. Can I ask you guys, if you follow these platforms, put a TT or an IG in the comments. Let us know which platform you follow. If you don't follow any platforms, that's okay. But we're curious if our Instagram and
Margaret
TikTok
Allers take it like
followers
that.
follow us on the show. Silence on the set.
So Chris
I
is
guess-
shaping. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out why I'm babysitting this piece.
I don't know either.
Because you looked like you needed something to do.
Yeah, you're just getting lippy.
Are we putting a handle on it? Like, doesn't it need a handle?
Oh, it needs a handle, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'll put
And
the
a
handle on
spout?
it.
I've just been like, we're not gonna hot attach the top to
No.
it. It needs to come off. Like, why are we still keeping
Did
this
I miss
alive?
that?
Oliver's just covered in sweat over there.
Did they put a spout on the side?
Give it to him good.
All right, so it needs a spout and a handle, correct?
Yeah.
It doesn't, yeah, it probably needs a spout, but that's why I'm gonna put this away and then I'll take it back. Or Jake, you can do it. You're good at the spouts, Jake. Go for it.
Remember,
Let's check this length out, Ollie. No longer, eh? So here is our maple syrup Dipicus Liticus, folks. Ready to go. Jake, you can take that, his thing, and go to town on it. And I'll knock this off.
and just like that, the accountant's like, the password worked.
All right, how about, Oliver, the handle? You know the size, you know the color. Just go for it.
Yeah, but maybe
Can
for
I
the
use that
people
torch
you
for
want
1 second, Jake? I'm sorry. Flash that. Al, you want to bring me the granny grabbers, the little ones?
Yep. Just hold off on that handle, Jake.
We've got a lot of IGs in
go.
the chat.
Interesting.
Granny grabber's right
Thank
there
you for
for
letting
ya.
me know.
Thank you, sir.
I like
You want this
IG.
handle solid or blown?
It could be a really small blown one or a solid one, depending on the pipe you have and what the deal is and how you're
I
feeling.
say go
behind
for
you.
solid.
Okay.
Michelle says solid.
On
Great.
small pieces, it's just nicer.
All right, yeah, solid's cute.
Jamie says he's got another custom mug idea for you guys this weekend at Ren.
Oh boy. Well, better get there early. We were almost sold out by like 11 o'clock on custom orders.
Going
We were like, man, what?
And you want
Yeah, yes. For
Speaking
sure.
of-
Yeah,
Do
but
it.
could you use the word for?
Go for it. You got it.
That's right. Hit it.
Do it.
Okay.
Speaking of custom orders, October, the first
try it
weekend,
with just
October, the second
Oh,
weekend,
Yeah.
we'll be doing custom orders of pumpkins. We're going to have 2 benches going this year. No pumpkin left behind.
Looking for this, y'all?
Taking orders.
Thank you.
Family-friendly event. Open 11 to 4.
Let's do it.
Touch it right
Come
to the top, Jake.
join the party.
Right to the lip.
What do you mean?
Push, then bring the handle a little above
Make
the
that
lip.
into a cylinder?
You know what I mean? If you bring it all the way up to the top, stick it in the middle, bring it up to the top, and to the top. When you do this, bring the handle a little bit above the top of the jug. Then
Right.
you hold it, it pours
The
correctly.
leverage. I see what you're saying.
Don't go too low. Kind of when it starts going in. There you go.
Nice. Here.
In that puppy.
Ooh, never fear, Jake is here. Using the tweezers, he stretches that right out, attaches it to the top, and
There it
voila.
is.
Ta-da!
Lay it on there.
Come
Use
on,
the
get it on there.
torch.
Good.
Use the
There
torch.
we
Messing
go.
around now. We got a nice lid in there. Everything's looking good. We'll torch this puppy and
It's
go.
looking really good to me,
It
folks.
just brought it cold. That's all. Oliver's got to get under the bus on that one.
No one's under any bus. The piece looks amazing. Thank you.
Tim has a question. He says, love watching y'all work from Oklahoma. How long do you let a piece cool before you take it out?
Yeah,
oh, there you go, Beth.
Actually, hey,
Wait,
Beth,
wait,
you
but-
do know the answer.
My microphone wasn't on. What I said to Bess was, you know the answer. And
Oh.
I didn't mean it mean. I meant like,
No, I just couldn't hear you because I have my headphones on.
I
and
was like, she can answer this one.
well,
I
it
have faith
it
in
depends
you.
on the size of the piece,
There
first
you
of
go.
all, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Usually the annealer takes anywhere between 24 to 48-ish hours.
Your
right?
job depends on this answer, Beth.
Yeah, I
know.
see
no,
that now.
no. It's overnight, Bess.
Okay.
And 24
Like-
hours is something thick, which we might do.
Typically about 14 to 16.
Okay. All right. I'm going with our
Production?
answer
Yep.
that we tell our class pieces. So.
But we always tell people 2 days
Now or
because that's
next
how
month?
long it might take us
Go
to
for it
actually
now.
unload an annealing oven.
Yes.
All right, we're going to bling it out. We got this new green. We got some gold and ruby on the handle.
It's a little cutie.
It's a little cutie maple syrup super sipper, folks.
Swirl in there is stunning. Sometimes like less is better because it swirls up more.
There's a little blingage.
Oh, yeah.
And now we'll go for the final dismount of our last hour and a half long
Dun, 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 dun.
show of 2025.
So that's going to be available. We'll just pick something for the giveaway.
Think that sounds pretty good to
Unless
me.
you want me to make a
As we
twist
did
cup.
run out
That,
of town.
that
of
was
time.
the plan for this to be.
Sounds good to me.
Oh well,
This was.
I'll get
this
to
was
pick
the
something.
giveaway here, but
Look, it doesn't say that's the giveaway.
we had planned this one. I've been thinking about this piece all day.
All right, Jake says he's been thinking about this all
I'll put
day.
Jake over here.
He must have wanted some maple syrup in his house.
Well, I'm almost out of maple syrup in my house. That's why.
Aha. Maybe we'll have to test
I got
it.
literally like half an ounce left.
That's an investment. That could be a Christmas gift.
That's a tasty piece.
That's
Yeah.
3 awesome pieces.
That
Super
was
nice.
a triple collab.
And an oxygen
You wanna-
Had to
swap
call
out
a
in the middle.
babysitter.
Yeah, you couldn't have done it without me. There's no way.
I don't even really understand why I did that, but I did, I guess.
I was basing. I was completely content, and I kept on sawing you work, and I was like, why? Why?
What's going on?
Can I give away last week's giveaway before we end, please?
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
I guess
great.
we should.
It's right here. If we could just hand model that really
the
quick.
super heart.
Gosh,
Yeah.
thanks, boss.
The pulsator.
I was planning on doing it
My
between that
clean
piece and the
hands.
giveaway, but it kind of got away from us.
Yeah.
So, this is our giveaway piece from last week, the anatomically correct hearts. I'll be quick. Question was, what's one daily habit you think protects your heart? Our winner said going on a daily walk, no matter how long or short. So
Nice.
congratulations to Lisa.
Oh yeah.
Lisa, you're going to get an email on how to claim your heart if you would like to do so.
Hey, where were some other ones that were good ones? I mean, it was heart health.
Yeah, other ones. So a lot of people said walking, whether that's walking their dog or making sure they're using steps instead of the elevator, parking further in the parking lot to get their steps in. Somebody said they like to spend a few minutes petting their cat before they go to work because it helps them leave with a calm mind and spirit for a great start to their day. Somebody says they take their medication they're supposed to take. That's always good.
Baby aspirin's good for you.
Avoiding stress, not too much salt, a lot of
Nice.
greens. Pretty
Nice.
good.
Oh, good answer.
One more thing I will mention to you guys. I know we've said it a couple times. I'm going to say it again. Next week, 2-hour shows we're back to, and we also have our giant virtual pumpkin show next week. We have a lot of amazing pieces in store for you guys, so make sure you please come and join us. Anything else we have for housekeeping?
50 plus items on
Oh.
the show. It's going to be a
Hello.
ridiculous time.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
last week we did some fundraising for the American Heart Association. So here's our little check that is going out to them,
Thank you,
$64.34. So that's our give back portion from that. So thanks for those of you who participated in that.
Love it.
And if
All
we
right.
didn't give everybody a final close-up of all the pieces, maybe we want to end on the table because they can look on the website, but not everybody does. These all have, or the majority of them have show numbers attached to them, folks. So there's actual videos. This one's included with the metal spring from Chris's metal shop. This one doesn't have a show, but I know Joey Walker and I made that a while ago. This piece was the start of a very virtual video.
That was so funny.
Viral video.
I like
Beth
that,
put
especially with
together.
those dried flowers in it. It looks beautiful.
Super
Got
cool.
a little Chris Mojo on it.
This guy here on the burnt log attached perfectly and ground to a fine polish on the top of it.
I love that piece.
I love it too, and a lot of people asked about it in the
Rocks
gallery.
and stuff in it. Would
It
be
wasn't
super
for
cool.
sale until now. And then 3 other beauties in the back. Ridiculous goblet, number 11.
That thing wasn't for sale either. I got some good photos of that.
But take a look, folks. Those are all at a beautiful, correct price.
The pocket vase, has that got a number on it?
It does,
It does.
number 1.
Number
Nice.
one.
What I will say is that of everything that was made tonight is still available for sale. So we have the Loyalty League piece that is available to our
Wow.
Loyalty Leaguers.
That's a first time in a
Our
while.
basket weave decanter is still available, and then the maple syrup decanter I just put live as well. I will get that link in the comments for you guys so you can kind of click on that while you're watching the credits.
What about the corn? Are we going to sell that?
I don't think we can sell the corn.
Yeah.
I think that might be illegal.
It's not poppable.
Yeah, it's not too great.
Who
All right.
knows?
We will see you guys next week for our big Pumpkin Fest show. We're super excited to share that with
Bring
you guys.
friends.
Get the
Family.
popcorn,
Absolutely.
friends
the
and family.
word.
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
can't count on
serious.
us for the popcorn, so
Yeah,
bring your own.
own.
Have a great
Very
night,
nice.
everyone.
Have a good
All right.
night. Bye.